bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
24-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still have the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Airing one out for Crowder. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Matt Gay on for the point after.
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harm.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first. Davis fighting. He loses the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. Exactly right. A lost opportunity.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Pressure brought in. Falcons get there for the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Taken from just outside the 30. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jenkins. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. 36 yards on the play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
To number 81.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And take it right on the 30. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
Atlanta.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown.
Calvin Ridley. Touchdown.
Calvin Ridley. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Falcons 28. Jets nothing. Matt Gay set to
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he stopped immediately there.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
the line of scrimmage.
You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Johnson on the counter. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 48. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Again, he targets Ridley. This time, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st down, Falcons.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
Julio Jones. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons add on.
Matt Gay on for the point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
The kick is good.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Falcons 35, Jets nothing. Matt Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 16 yards, a first down.
10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and the Falcons grab it. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And bulldoze. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD.
For the point after.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Fielded at the 20. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to pour it on. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Falcons 49, Jets nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now a dump off here complete, and that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Marlon Davidson. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. And the pressure gets to him again. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Brings up third down.
Out of the gun now on third down. Able to connect with Mims. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try.
A 32-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right? And that into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it's third down.
It's now third down and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Airing one out for Crowder. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with his third touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. Gay is on for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Falcons 56, Jets 3. Matt Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Jets take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
It's so tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
A first carry now for Kofani Muhammad. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag throw.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's Burrow. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
To number 81.
From 3 yards out. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought
so 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They're going to look to throw. and almost intercepted. That would have been his third pick in this game alone. Instead, fourth down.
Sets up fourth down.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. But it'll be second down. Now it's Burrow. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Flush to his right. This one caught by Ridley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. From the gun on third down is Burrow. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
Julio Jones. 26 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Falcons 70, Jets 3. Matt Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half.
And my goodness, another interception.
I'm only going to be able to carry
Picked off at the 25. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. This will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Jets take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary in that last possession, though.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
Second and 9 now.
34-yard line.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Deron Payne able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
It's now third down.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Airing one out for Crowder. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 52 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
On the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. 7 yards, the pickup there. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Crowder's got it over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw again. Screenplay, Johnson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Jets on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quentin Williams make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Corey Willis. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
46-yard line.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking deep for Julio. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 37.
To Julio Jones.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. 63 yards. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. That catch good for only a couple.
At the 22-yard line.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big-time play there for the Falcons. And even 40 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep, And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. And the Jets have got it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And incomplete here. So that will leave them with 16 on the clock. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 27, the 30, past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Atlanta, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.